Now, I know you and One Nation have been doing a lot of work in the area of groups like the National Indigenous Australians Agency and what they've been up to and whether they've been complying with legislated fraud management requirements. I understand you've been looking at a couple of other groups as well, and you're going to make some announcements on that. What can you tell us about this?
But I've got to give a big thank you to my staff. I have fantastic staff, and if they hadn't brought it to my attention, Steve, you know, I wouldn't be bringing it to you tonight. These reports have been out only in the last few weeks, and one report was brought out yesterday on the Central Land Council. The same things they found in the Central Land Council is not activity implementing the fraud and corruption plan. They're not conducting regular fraud risk assessments. They're not keeping a register of the members' financial interests, and the lack of transparency and how the conflicts of interest were being managed at meetings. It goes further than that. Now, we're talking about the Land Council. There's numerous ones, but these were the three. The Tiwi Land Council, the other one is the Anadil Yakawa Council and the Central Land Council. Steve, the Central Land Council gets around about $133 million a year. 82 million of this, nearly 83 million, it actually comes from rents and royalties, and it's supposed to be put in a trust fund for the constituents. Now, is an audit done of that? Where does the money go? If we're paying out billions of dollars a year to a lot of these places, why are we still funding housing and health when they have all this money coming in royalties and land use? I want to know where that money's gone. I believe a full audit needs to be done. This was an audit by the Australian Audit Association agency that did this audit, and there's no compliance, Steve. There's no compliance by the department itself, Land Council, and the recipients are not following the rules either. So they're not following legislative requirements. So this is taxpayers' dollars. And I want to know where the money's going. And next week, I'll be releasing a lot more information that the public should know about, and it should be fully investigated.
I suspect, Pauline, it's a difficult conversation that a lot of people in Canberra from both sides of politics, whether it's the former coalition or the current Labor government, simply have not wanted to have.
Steve, they haven't wanted to have it because I've got to, and I will tell you, and was going to release it next week, but I've had some whistleblowers contact my office because they heard me last week, and I brought the story to Shari Markson and to her attention. Anyway, they've been trying to get their voice heard of what is happening in these organisations. No one wants to listen to them. Politicians, ministers, no one. So they heard me and they trust me to have come to me with this. I think it is mind-blowing what's going to happen, and I'm going to release it. And because, Steve, the Prime Minister and others are pushing for the voice. If we have this misappropriation of monies and, I believe, possible corruption, then why the hell are we going to set up another body being the voice to do more to damage, and the money's not getting to where it's meant to be? Now, Australians have no problems with helping those who are in need of help, but when I've got people who are homeless, living in tents, families can't feed themselves, losing their homes, and I see billions of dollars being wasted and put in the pockets of those who don't need it, I'm not going to stand by and let it happen to ordinary Australian people. That's why I'm in this position, and that's why I took on this job, because I care about the people out there.